women he dates, he wants them to be submissive. He wants to control his mom. That's why he pays her bills, so that she feels obligated to watch his son.
Yo, he wants to control his mom. That's why he paid the bills. You see, that's the wrong John to be saying around me, bruh. So this is so insane. So because I would want to get the not even because I like if I want to get it or whatever, because obviously I already know. Shout out to boss. We trying to put the boss in a 5-bed buy bath. So because I want to put the boss in a 5-bed 5-bath and make sure that all the bills is paid, because I don't want the boss to be stressing about no financials and Johns like that. I'm like using her, bro. Like I be manipulating her. I'm controlling her. It doesn't compute. Like what you're saying, Bree. It just like it doesn't make any sense. That literally makes no sense. And like usually, you know what I'm saying, as a mom, someone that you, not even someone, something that you are, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you have children, a mother would probably, you know, be in the best interest, especially as a grandmother, which she would be, like, would have the best interest to, of course, like, you know what I'm saying, be on the maternal instincts with this child, because, you know, she's had a child being, you know what I'm saying, your baby father, 2K. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't think he's forcing her to watch his kid. He's if anything, he's doing a better job at looking after the kid than you, because again, he's taking more priority on the kid and what's going on than you are. That's why you're going through this whole thing. It doesn't make any sense. Bree, come on, y'all, say it with me now. Ridiculous! Ridiculous! I just don't understand. It makes no sense to me, but whatever. What do I know? Guess the information came sooner than I thought, huh there, babe? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You saw time thumbnail. We talking about Brie Olsen again. Yeah, the last time we didn't check her out, we was talking about the whole situation where her and that background character Santos and his other mans, they was white knighting for her or whatever, because 2K was kind of come like all the way from Texas to California to come get the baby because they got a old job, because she was with Jack Doherty and all that on the yacht, trying to get a nanny on the yacht, trying to bring the baby on the yacht where Hez was gonna be drinking. Ridiculousness. And then she out here, like, you know what I'm saying, having Santos bully the baby, trying to spray water on the baby, all this dumb John, like, bro, trying to break the baby. It's dumb. But yeah, of course, like I said, more info came out about it. Apparently she's speaking about the whole court case, because, you know what I'm saying, obviously with her and 2K, they having a custody battle of who can have their baby. I believe the name of the baby is Winter, which is a cool name. But yeah, and it's very clear 2K, at least in my opinion, should be having custody of his baby, because Brianna, Brie Olsen, has no clue what she's doing as a mother. Yeah, really taking after Astravina, huh? Terrible optics. But yeah, we about to get right into it, so let's not waste no more time. Trill talks everything. Trill yaps everything. So let's get right into it. Of course, you already know. Y'all see him on the screen. Shout out Skeleton. Please show the love, baby. I love watching Skeleton. Video's always funny as hell. We got Brianna Olsen speaks out about her court case with 2K. Of course, you want to watch OG vid, down description. First link. Go show the love. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie. Skeleton needs the love. Always entertaining. Always great. Always excellent on the info when I watch. So, show the love. Let's get right into it.
Y'all, this court situation with Brianna Olsen and 2K is getting crazy. But y'all want to know how crazy it's really getting? Actually, first, okay, I'm going to start off by talking about Valet and Brianna Olsen, because I feel like there's some beef going on between them. I feel like they're like low-key kind of distant right now. Distant right now. And a lot of people are saying on TikTok, like, how come Valet can't come out of the house? And I'm going to keep it real with you guys, okay? If you guys have followed along with this, I'm like, wait, why isn't she over here at Coachella? Why isn't she over here at this or that or whatever? And it seems like they're distant now. And every time that you see Valet, it's like she's in her room or she's at that house. And a lot of people are saying that her man is like keeping
syndrome. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not leaving the crib either. We have to get slippy. But yeah, I'm not staying in the crib because I like just don't want to leave the crib. I have no like I have no desire to leave the crib. Yeah, she might be going through some junk, but we about to get into it.
Her in the house. I don't know if you guys saw before and checked out my video to where I was talking about her boyfriend saying that she can't go out to a party. I was like, what's going on here? Like, why are you like controlling her like that? And then he was like, oh, I'm a top man or whatever the hell he said. Like,
oh man, oh boy, he's an alpha male. Oh, really taking after Tate, huh, boy? Red pill. Like, bro, it's cringe. Like, yo, you're not alpha on shit, boy. Watch out.
Alpha man, or I don't know. I was just like, you sound so dumb. Like, you're saying that you won't allow her to go out to a party or the club because it's gonna make you look bad, but then you let her do OF content, and then now all of a sudden, since then, she's like in the house. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Okay, there are people saying that she's trying to be on her best behavior because she's like actively trying to get, you know, custody of her kids. So maybe that could be it too. But I just think that,
I mean, yeah, no, that's fair. Like, she's doing it in the sake of her children. But even still, she shouldn't be going through any relationship like this. You shouldn't even be fucking with an alpha male type of nigga, bro. He already on bullshit. I don't know what the hell he thinks it's his. Well, me and my trad wife. Like, yeah, bro, fuck out of here. This really not you. This not your element. But, like, yeah, in terms for her children, like, yeah, nah, I would assume she gonna lie low. Because, like, yeah, at the end of the day, if you really love your kids, you want to show your kids TLC, you not trying to have them with a nigga like this. Like, yo, watch out. Just trying to tell them it's not you.
the timing of everything, I'm all, oh, you got into this like online argument with your boyfriend, and then all of a sudden you're like not leaving the house. It's a little bit crazy. I do want to go ahead and start this off though, talking about Valet and Brianna Olsen, because people were saying, and I don't know how they would get this information. I think it's because like Valet said, like her mom, like, I don't know, had something sent to the house or something like that. People are saying that supposedly she's going to have to like testify in court for 2K. So they're trying to say that like supposedly like she's an informant for 2K, like against Brianna Olsen, which I gotta say,
An informant or like a witness? See, I don't know.
y'all, oh my gosh, I don't know all of this legal shit, okay? Y'all know I'm dumb. I'm a high school dropout, so I'm like keeping up with all of this. I do get a little bit confused, but I gotta say I want to see inside the courtroom because
All right, college dropout. Personally, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I just do know, again, when it comes to like obviously parenthood and, you know, being a parent within like seeing 2K and Brianna's relationship or Bree's relationship, like, yeah, it's just very clear to see, like, at least on one side. I'm not saying 2K don't got his own demons, because I'm sure he does, again, with this whole content and relationship shit, especially it being out and not being, like, you know what I'm saying, kept behind the scenes, especially when it has to deal with court proceedings and things like this with custody of children. Very serious. Yeah, just seeing from like Bree's actions, like, I just don't think it's just. She's just, in my personal opinion, not a very upstanding mother.
can you guys just imagine if like in the court hearings that Valet does have to like, I don't know, go up on the stand or something against Brianna Olsen and say, oh, I think she's an unfit mother for X, Y, and Z. I just feel like that would be like super, super crazy, y'all. So why is that, y'all, why is that ringing out?
It might be, but hey, is it wrong?
My phone literally right here. That is so weird. Anyway, oh, it's hooked up to the speaker, I guess. Anyway, so I am going to go ahead and start this off by playing a clip from, you know, Brianna Olsen, who was on TikTok Live and talking about this, saying like, oh, she's going to be an informant for 2K or whatever. Check it out.
Valet's an informant for 2K? Really? That's crazy.
I was like, someone says Valet is an informant for 2K, and Bree mentions court and talks about how 2K always needs to be in controlled situations / people.
Wow. I wonder what she tells him, because I don't do anything, so what will she tell him, do you think?
I know, it's looking like you're not really doing anything for your kid, but
Does she tell him, like, what time I go to sleep and, like, what time I wake up? Or, like, what I have for dinner, maybe?
it's like, my thing is like I get it, we joking, we gelling or whatever, these heads, but like, yo, when it comes to this, like, you're getting criticized from people, and a lot of people, again, because like, yo, there's a difference between hate and genuine criticism, but you're getting a lot of genuine criticism from heads, like, saying like, yo, the way you're taking care of your kid is not good, and you're still up here like joking and gelling around about this shit, like, this shit is funny. It's just not.
If he can't control you, then he hates you and he's mad at you. Friends, relationships, every son, mother relationship, everything.
What is like the controlling though? Because he doesn't want like your kid to be on yachts, like drinking with like, he doesn't want his kids to be bullied by these background characters like Santos, bro. These fools with one charisma stat. Like, it's crazy.
Everything has to be about control. He wants to control me and my son's relationship. He wants to control his friends on live and who they go live with.
He doesn't want to control your relationship with your kid. He just wants you to be a better mother. I don't understand.
He wants to control.
Or at least from like just a general perspective, I would hope he'd want you to be a better mother. But seeing as he wants to take full custody of the children,
Women he dates, he wants them to be submissive. He wants to control his mom. That's why he pays her bills, so that she feels obligated to watch his son.
Yo, he wants to control his mom. That's why he paid the bills. You see, that's the wrong John to be saying around me, bruh. So this is so insane. So because I would want to get the not even because I like if I want to get it or whatever, because obviously I already know. Shout out to boss. Boss. We trying to put the boss in a 5-bed buy bath. So because I want to put the boss in a 5-bed 5 bath and make sure that all the bills is paid, because I don't want the boss to be stressing about no financials and Johns like that. I'm like using her, bro. Like I be manipulating her. I'm controlling her. It doesn't compute. Like what you're saying, Bree. It just like it doesn't make any sense. That literally makes no sense. And like usually, you know what I'm saying, as a mom, someone that you, not even someone, something that you are, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you have children, a mother would probably, you know, be in the best interest, especially as a grandmother, which she would be, like, would have the best interest to, of course, like, you know what I'm saying, be on the maternal instincts with this child, because, you know, she's had a child being, you know what I'm saying, your baby father, 2K. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't think he's forcing her to watch his kid. He's if anything, he's doing a better job at looking after the kid than you, because again, he's taking more priority on the kid and what's going on than you are. That's why you're going through this whole thing. It doesn't make any sense. Bree, come on, y'all, say it with me now. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I just don't understand. It makes no sense to me, but whatever. What do I know?
Everything's about control. If this is not a pattern that you haven't seen time and time again with not only me but with everybody, then you're dumb. But yeah.
So as you guys saw from right there, she's like, oh, I don't know what she's going to be telling him because I don't do anything, which I do have to say this. Obviously, if it comes down to things, I do think that Valet knows the most about Brianna Olsen. And y'all, if she really was like on 2K side, I think things can get very, very messy. They can get very shady. But it just leads...
They're already messy.
Me to believe though, like, is there some beef going on between Valet and Brianna Olsen? Because I want to say over the past like 2 weeks, I feel like they haven't really been hanging out like they used to. I have seen them before on live when they're both at the house, but like when they're outside of the house, like Valet is not there, which I think is really, really weird. Anyways, this is where people are building up this whole like informant thing, is because Valet did actually say, you guys are going to see in this next clip, to where she's talking to her about it, that her mom said, oh yeah, my mom said that. So people are kind of speculating here that like, oh, this is why they're saying she's going to be an informant. You know what I'm saying? So check it out.
They said you're an informant and you're testifying against me in court.
Bro, my mom texted me that this morning. I was like, what are you talking about?
It's just like, Bree, what are you doing? Where is the kid at? I just...
Bro. Crazy.
I went and testified with Lena.
So as you guys saw from right there in that clip, you guys heard Valet saying like, oh yeah, my mom told me that today, which obviously is going to look like, oh wait, like why would your mom know about this? So people are speculating that something was sent to the house, stating that she was called by the, you know, judge or whatever to like show up in court, which, yo, I feel like that would be messy. Like, I want to know, like, what if, like, for real, what if they don't have any type of drama, but then what if the courts actually said like, no, you got to get up on here and actually testify or whatever it's called?
Then the drama's about to get hefty, because, yo, Bree, we got to start airing you out. It's looking bad, hun. It's not looking too good.
I feel like that'd be super messy. Like, oh my god, I wouldn't want to do that against my bestie. But then obviously if you're like ordered by the courts to do it, then you kind of like have to do it, right? So that's why I'm like, oh, that seems really, really sketchy. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like, oh my gosh, like maybe they have some type of beef, or like, I don't know what's going on here. But I don't know. Something seems really fishy. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, wait, why is Valet saying that? And then like, why is everything on camera, okay? And speaking of everything being on camera, Brianna Olsen talks...
I keep asking that question all the time. Why is everything on camera? These sets' whole lives are on camera. Like, their whole lives is content. It's this stupid TikTok bullshittery.
About her mediation with 2K, which apparently you're not supposed to do. It's actually illegal, and she's literally on live talking about it. Check it out.
I got really good news. And I'm just so
Why does he like think that he is? Why is he trying to play the inner like, oh, I got really good news today, just to like get everybody hyped up as if I got bad news? What? You're happy that we didn't settle? You're happy that we didn't settle at mediation? You're happy that you couldn't come to a truce,
Why are you talking about this?
an agreement with your son's mom? You're happy about that?
Well, let's sit here and ask the questions. Like, obviously, he shouldn't be happy about that. But then again, we're missing the context, you know, even the context right now that you're giving that you're not supposed to be. Like, yo, we're missing that prior context. But yeah, I would assume he's not, probably wouldn't be happy about that type of jazz, clearly. But even still within that, what means are you going about to like really settle this and mediate this yourself? Like, I ain't gonna lie, even within like your mediation and all that, it's just like, this is what doesn't make any sense to me. Like, Bree, how are you going about really like, you know, evening out the situation and making it the best, especially for your kid, for your son? Like, I don't understand. Like, the lifestyle you're living is just not like just not the best accommodations for a kid. Like, you're gonna have to change your lifestyle. I don't know.
You are so happy not to co-parent. You're so happy to make things difficult. You're so happy to keep me out of my son's life. Like, you're happy about that. That's good news for you.
There's no way you'd be happy about that. I'm like, what?
You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. Sure.
You wanted to bring your son on a yacht with people who are drinking, talking about you're gonna get a nanny on the yacht, like, and he's weird. It's like, all right, fine, he could be weird, but you're a dumbass. It's like, what are we?
Let that be good news for you. Whatever.
Who's ready to hear lies about mediation? You're not going to hear anything about mediation because it's illegal for me to talk about it. All I can say is either we settled or we didn't settle, and we did not settle, and you obviously all know that that was going to happen. Hence why we have a 2-day trial.
It's like, yo, were you trying to go in? Like, were you going, again, this is what I was talking about earlier. Were you going in with the agreement to, like, yeah, I'm really trying to settle, or were you going in starting, like already knowing you were going to start problems, already knowing this wasn't going to be, like, something that could be settled amicably? Like, again, these are the questions that need to be asked, Bree.
Trial coming up. So, go ask his Discord about it. I'm sure somebody in there will probably...
I'm not asking nobody's fucking Discords. Discords are bullshit.
Get. I mean, doesn't he have all his lawyers in his Discord leaking my information anyways?
As you guys saw from those clips right there, Brianna Olsen was saying, I don't know why he's going around stating like, oh, I got some really good news today, because there was nothing said today. It was literally just the mediation, and there was like no good news. I did see another clip though of 2K saying he was talking about something else. He wasn't talking about the mediation, because you're not supposed to talk about the mediation online. And that's where I say about
she's doing that.
Brianna Olsen, I just feel like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like she needs to watch what she says and watch what she does. And I just feel like she's just way too wrapped up with being on live. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. She got that same, like, Ash Trevino syndrome. Like, her whole life, she's posting everything. Like, a good amount of this shit, like, there, obviously, we don't need to see. But, yo, we definitely don't need to see when fucking, again, your background characters are bullying your baby, or when you're actually being one of the worst mother... I can't even talk. One of the worst mothers I ever seen. Y'all know truly gay grammar. But, like, yeah, like, she does not need to be doing this.
This is their life. This is their livelihood. This is how they all make their money. I get it, but some things need to be private. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes down to this legal stuff. I do want to go ahead and talk about this one situation, which is, there's a little short clip of it, okay? And I'm just like, it's things like this that just make Brianna Olsen look like such a horrible mom, because somebody like, okay, I think it's on Kick, y'all. I don't know exactly like what streaming platform this is, to where like if you have to pay to leave a comment and then it reads it out loud. I'm assuming it's Kick. Somebody left a comment out there and said like, oh, like now that Winter's not around, your views are going down. And she said, oh, I get him like next week or something like that. So let's see if my views go up. Girl, why would you say something like that? Like, obviously that's gonna look so bad, because it looks like you're literally using your son. Also, on top of that too, especially with this whole Coogan account thing and the California laws, like, you're not even supposed to be having your kid on there, obviously, unless there's like consent from both parents. So that's why I'm just like, girl, you look really dumb. Check it out.
$3. Your views went down drastically after not having Winter.
Well, I'll be with Winter next week, so maybe they'll go up.
Jenna Ruby tipped $5.
As you guys saw from right there, I'm sorry, but this is where things just make...
It's like, yo, you can't even, like again, because she's going to use a plausible deniability of that it's a joke. But then I'll just ask, like, yo, why even joke about these things, especially knowing you have the stigma and people go around saying you're a bad mother? Why, Bree? It's like, you definitely want to make things worse. I don't know what else this could be, like...
her look really bad, and this is where people are like, okay, low-key, like, she's not a good mom, like, why are you saying things like that? And look, I totally get it. Obviously that could be stretched, and obviously people could be saying like, oh, you know what, this makes her a bad mom because she's using her son for views, or maybe she just accidentally misspoke. Like, I get all of these things. However, you got to be careful with what you're saying, and I would think all along that like she would be even more careful with what she's saying, because obviously she is actively going through these court cases, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys had saw it before, but somebody was saying, they put out a rumor that supposedly, allegedly, let me just say, that Brianna Olsen signed away the rights, and that's not true, obviously, because they would have already been dealt with and it would have already been handled by now, and they're actually going through mediation. So that was just a rumor. I don't know how somebody put that out there. And you know what's so crazy too is that it was supposed court cases, like a court case files, and I'm like, okay, well, clearly that's not true because they're over here going through mediation and things like that.
I'm about to say they're just still going through mediation. Clearly that didn't work. They're about to go to trial like over this, I guess. So
I gotta say, like, I still feel like after all this time, I would think that Brianna Olsen would learn. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she's been called out all this time.
This is the same thing we've been saying about Astravina. They've been called out for being terrible mothers. Like, yo, their lifestyles are just not applicably good to anything as far as anyone's seeing. Like, but they're just not gonna listen. Like, they're really blatantly hefty on the hard-headedness. Like, yo, no one's gonna tell them what to do, and they're just gonna keep repeating the same actions. And I don't know what the result is going to be. Or actually, I do. Their children are going to have terrible lives. But barring that, yeah, I don't know what's going to fix it for them. I don't know if there truly is anything.
I'm like, you're not supposed to say this online, you're not supposed to say that online. Like, obviously you're not supposed to have your kid out there, like, you're using him for views, and like this whole Coogan account situation. Like, I wonder how that would even play out, you know, considering like she's been on live for so damn long, and then if the baby pops up for a certain amount of portion, like, how would they do the percentage on that? Like, how much would go towards the Coogan account? Like, I just feel like there is so many different weird laws about this that I just feel like she needs to like stop it up. And I really do feel like low-key her making comments like that, and look, I want to give her a little bit of grace within this specific situation, because I know that I've said some shit sometimes that I'm like, oh, wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean? But I feel like obviously with her, we know that she kind of does, like, you know, use these situations for views. I feel like even if she did say
and that's what I'm saying, like, she's self-aware of what people are saying, and like, you know what I'm saying, the hate and or genuine criticism she's getting, but mainly genuine criticism on the factor of like, yeah, these things she's doing as a mother, not good. But like, yeah, even on that, like, she's self-aware to see those Jones, but like, she's again kind of playing into it on the factor of like, yeah, she's saying these jokes and all that within it, knowing, yo, she's gonna have people that say stuff and or like going through these situations, especially when their kid is around. Like, yo, the views are gonna go up. Can we not sit here and like, yo, tell the obvious? Like, yo, because you're shilling your child, can we not make it that obvious? Like, yo, can we just joke about other shit?
by accident, like, maybe she should correct it and be like, I didn't mean it like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just joking, or whatever the case may be, because I just feel like, girl, you're looking really bad right now. And I feel like when things come down to it, like, I wonder if these are all being collected by 2K's lawyer and being sent to the judge, because I do think that this is going to play a huge role within this. So
that's some Johnny Somali shit. Collect all the VODs, all the clips, and be like, ah, yeah, show this shit to the judge. Yo, Bree, this you? Oh, never. It's over.
I'm curious to see how things play out. Like, y'all know that I always say every time I talk about Brianna Olsen and 2K within the court situation, I really hope that they would figure something out that's beneficial for the baby, because I really do think that even though, yes, she is kind of messy, I do think that she has it within her to be a good mom. And I do think that she has it in her to be the mom that...
I hope and pray, but again, she has to understand that she has to change her lifestyle now that she's a parent. By no means am I telling her, like, yo, she can't go out, have fun, all this junk. But she has to realize that you can't be trying to have a nanny and or, like, bring your baby on, like, these crazy, like, yacht experiences and or going to the club, all this other stuff. Like, in these situations, just not fit for a child. But she just doesn't understand that.
Baby needs. I just think that she needs to snap out of it and grow up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like she is stuck in this limelight right now of, like, obviously, y'all... I think it's kind of crazy to see, like, all of a sudden as soon as she had her baby, and yes, she was popular before she had the baby, but she had the baby and then bam, like, she's like blown up on the internet, millions of views, millions of followers, and I just think that she's stuck in this limelight. But it's like, girl,
it's drama, it's negativity, I'm telling you.
Oh, come on, hurry up and change it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you still have time to be a good mom. So I am, you know, crossing my fingers over here and hoping that that does work out. Anyways, that is it for this video. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.
You already know. Shout out, show the love. to Skeleton. I am not playing. That was Brianna Olsen speaks out about her court case with 2K. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video without the Trilly Yap, because Trilly yaps everything. Down in the description, first link. Go share the love, like I said. It's getting crazy. And the video's getting good. Yeah, again, like I said, shout out Skeleton. Need to share the love, y'all. Heads in the community making fire vids. The commentary is amazing. I already know. But final opinions and conjecture, yeah, I'm with Skeleton. Like, for real. Like, she could potentially be a good mom, but obviously with her pattern of behavior and the situation we've seen her in, especially with her kid, situation. It's just like, or better yet, again, background situation that, not background situation, but situation with the background character Santos, not looking good. Like, Bree, again, you're gonna have to change your lifestyle, hun. No one's telling you can't have fun, but you can't be doing this. You can't be trying to have a nanny 24/7. Like, no, you're gonna have to sit there and have your times taking care of your kid, giving them TLC. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be boring. It's gonna suck or whatever, I guess, which is a terrible term to use because, again, you should love your kids. Every kid run this world is a miracle, and they need TLC. But yeah, for her, since this is the lifestyle you want to live, yeah, it's gonna be boring and all that. But yo, this is the choices you decide to make. You brought a child into this world. You are now responsible for this child. So this is what it is. But we'll have to see. Is she going to learn that? Is she going to take that information to heart? I don't know. That's what we'll have to see. I ain't going to lie. We'd hope, but I don't know if I'm that faithful. But again, it's all about pattern of behavior. And if she changes for the better and continues on that path, we'll have to give her a grace. Let her go. But as far as I'm concerned right now, not too good, hun. Not too good at all. But again, we gotta add out her. So shout out Skeleton. Share the love. Go check him out. And I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.